Okay, so to move on with part 2 of my brush haul, I'm going to share my Morphe brushes with you guys. As I told you, I received 2 brushes in the mail, and it kind of spurred a little brush shopping experiment for myself. So I invested in some crown brushes because I'd heard the brand was so popular and really thought I would give it a go and try them out. And I was happy and disappointed at the same time. I bought a set that I absolutely love, that I found homes for, that I have uses for. Every brush in that collection I have incorporated into my daily routine. And then there was another set that I purchased that I absolutely did not feel was up to speed with how Crown represents itself, or how, you know, the quality is just not there. So happy and sad about that at the same time. The other brand that I thought I would go ahead and try out is Morphe brushes, because I hear a lot, you hear a lot about Morphe brushes on Instagram and YouTube videos. So I went ahead and got a set of Morphe brushes, as well as 2 individual brushes that I've just found are very popular with a lot of people that I follow on Instagram or YouTube for different, reasons. So that's what I went ahead and did, and this is the set that I got from Morphe brushes, and I loved it because of the color. The color is just fabulous. And like I said in my last video, when you have, most of your brushes are, most of mine are black with silver or black with black, and it just kind of is not so exciting every day. But when you pull something like this out, and this is in your, hand, it's just like, oh, it's so pretty. It's pretty to use. It's fun. So I love it. And I love this set. Honestly, I can't say anything negative about Morphe brushes. They definitely live up to their name, and the quality is beyond. I mean, it's beyond. It's great. So let me start with these 2. This is the Morphe M441, and it's their Pro Firm blender, and it is perfection. Literally, you can get in there and just blend and apply, and it's tapered. It's packed densely, and it's just nice. I mean, super, super nice. And I know this one will be compared to the MAC 217. My MAC 217 is about, and I say about because it's like a general number, 15 years old, maybe even a little older. I've had it since high school, literally. It's one of the first brushes I bought. So mine does not look like it would if I was to purchase it today. It's tiny and bristles have fallen out, and I've just, used it. It's been overworked, and I should replace it, but I love it, so I continue to use it. But it would look like this, and I mean, literally, this just does the exact same thing for a fraction of the cost. Serious. Like, oh, I love it. I absolutely love this one. And this one is the MB23, which is their round blender brush. And they look so much alike. This one, as you can see, is a little bit more of a bulb shape, packed a little bit more dense. This one is a little bit more kind of splayed. This one I would compare to the MAC 224, which I do have. Let me grab them. They're right behind me. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here's the MAC 217, and like I said, you really can't compare because mine is old. Mine is so old. It's literally, this one is a little bit bigger, so naturally it's, it's a little different. But the shape, for the most part, is the same, and they do the exact same thing. This one just is old, like I said. Okay, and then this is the 224, and this one, I think there's more of a comparison in, and you can see it. The splay and then the way that they are shaped are pretty much the same, and they really do the same kind of, it's the same blend that you get. These actually feel nicer though. They're just, yeah, they just feel really, really good. Now what I will tell you is, what's the difference, right? You bought 2 brushes, what's the difference? This one I like for getting into the crease, like really getting into the crease and laying down colors and just, blending, getting that cut crease look, which I have to create because I don't have a very defined crease, as you well know, as you can see. This one I like for literally blending out. Like, you can blend this, what this one does to lay it down and blend, this one just kind of perfects all over. It just gets in there and blends way more than this one. This is just really, really firm. So that's the differences, and they have become permanent to my collection every morning. And like I said, I can have 40 blending brushes and it would never be enough because I switch them out for every color. some of them that I will only use for certain colors. So yeah, so then the collection that I purchased is this collection, and I absolutely love it. It is called, what is it called? I have the paper here. Set 680, the 10-piece vegan brush set from my order form. So there it is, and I'll describe each brush to you shortly. The first one is the Morphe, and they are marked. Do you see that? Marked with this, you know, Morphe. I will always know that this brush is from Morphe because it's marked clearly. But perfect as an all-over powder brush. I really do like it as an all-over powder brush. And the bristles are super, super soft. They are not plasticky by any means. They are lush and just really, really nice quality brushes. Beautiful. And this one as the blush brush, it's nice. It gives you that really, you know, nice blush application. And I tend to favor, love you too, honey. I tend to favor, you know, the contour, the small blush brush. This is a MAC 168 for my blush placement. But I tend to wear more than one blush color. So while I'll put my strong blush on with that, I'll go in with the wash with this kind of brush and just kind of get it everywhere, and it looks really pretty. Kind of makes it a little bit more natural looking. The next one is the foundation brush, which is like this, and this is a lot bigger than most of your kind of painter foundation brushes. I have several of these, and this one's much bigger. It can, you know, apply to a little bit larger space than normal. However, I am not a fan of paint brushes like this for foundation. Not for me anyway. I don't feel like it gives me the coverage that I really, really want. I prefer a different style brush, but they are nice to have nonetheless. In your drawer, probably. Go find it in your drawer. This is the deluxe eyeshadow brush, and it's large and perfect for all over eyeshadow application. And synthetic as it is, it picks up shadow so nicely and deposits it on the lid. It's incredible. I mean, just, I love it for all over. Okay, this one is the concealer brush, and it looks like that. And once again, the synthetic bristles just work so nicely for applying cream product onto the face. That this concealer brush is like perfection. You really, with a synthetic brush, can't go wrong. The next one is the blending crease brush, which looks like that, and it works very nicely as a inner crease, or like if you're putting the outer color on and you blend it in, outer corner placer, color, yeah, whatever. Anyway, it is differently shaped than like your regular normal blending brush because it just can do a little bit of a different job. So it looks more like a shadow brush, which it is, but then you can go in and literally use it to blend. A lot of shadow brushes are so flat, like this one, that you place it, you really can't blend it out. And this one you really can get it in there. Okay, next one is the the small shadow, which is just this brush, but smaller. So better for like dark color placement or just getting, you know, a little bit more detail in there. So nice brush. This one is the angle liner brush, which always comes in handy. You can literally line your waterline on the inside or your eye line with gel liner, or you can use it with powder to create your eyebrow. So those are always nice to have on hand. And then there is the lip brush, which, because it's synthetic, lends itself to cream application or, you know, lipstick application. So it works very nicely on your lips. And I have large lips, which goes without saying, but I have very large lips, and most lip brushes tend to be very, very tiny, like, you know, dainty brushes. So it takes longer to apply things, and this literally is larger. So it just, yeah, it's nicer. Helps me do my makeup faster. And the last one is the eye definer brush, which looks like this. And it's got a little tip, and this tends to be the size of most lip brushes. You can see the difference, the size variation. And this one, really great for just kind of defining your eye. You can get like the perfect cut crease with this because it just gets in there, tiny with that point. And then you can, you know, literally flick up so that that cut crease becomes a little bit more blended before you go in with another blender. But just creates that very, very nicely, that line very nicely. So really nice brush. So that is the haul of my Morphe brushes. The ones that I have ordered and fallen in love with. And this, I love the roll. The roll is really nice. It's just, you know, it's nice for storage. Although I do store my brushes standing up like that in their own little container. And yes, I did mark them all for what the collection specified each one was for. Does not mean I use them for that, but I marked them like that in case I forget when I'm talking about it on camera. I can tell you which one from that collection it is. Or if I can find the brushes individually on their website, I have a better frame of reference for it. So, loving, loving, loving every brush that I purchased from the Morphe line. The quality is on par with what I already have on hand from other brush makers, or, you know, MAC, or the other brushes I have in my collection. So yeah, sorry, I'm losing my chain of thought because my heartburn just came back really bad. Okay. Almost done, right? Almost done. So that is that. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.